Should I sell my house right now? So let's say you're sitting on a house, you heard that your house has crazy amount of equity. Should you sell your house right now, or should you stay put or wait to see what happens? Let's find out. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments and Power Up Real Estate. My greatest passion on this channel is helping investors and entrepreneurs just like you make great decisions when it comes to their investing and businesses. And on this channel, our passion is you. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that bell notification so you get notified every time we do a video, and hit that thumbs up button. That just lets other people know they need to be watching this video, because before you sell your house, you gotta watch this video. You can't sell your house without watching this video, because you could make a poor decision. So when you think about selling your house, there's really three things you can do. You can sell, you can stay put, or you can refinance. Now, all of those have with them pros and cons. So before you choose which one, watch this entire video and understand the pros and cons of each decision. And at the end, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with my own personal home right now in this market. So the first thing you could do is you could sell. You could just sell your home, put it on the market, call up a real estate agent, sell your home. Now, the pros of selling your home is most likely your home is worth a lot more than when you bought it. So you probably have experienced some appreciation, especially if you're in one of those hot markets. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. We have the #1 appreciation in the entire country. Our homes are skyrocketing in value. So your home is probably worth more than you paid for it, no matter where you live currently, depending on how long ago you bought your home. So if you sold that, you would certainly be able to make a profit. And that's a big upside to selling your home right now. #2 is you could upgrade your living situation. Maybe you want to move across town. You like that area. You like that neighborhood. You can move to a new school district. And so you could change your living situation by selling your home. And plus, it's always good. I don't know about you. I like transition where it's fun and it's new, it's exciting. And so you get a little bit of that newness when you sell your home, and you can move out of the neighborhood into a new neighborhood and on the side of town that you've always wanted to live. So you can change your living situation, which is really powerful. And then you'll have that extra cash to do so. But there's a couple cons to selling your home right now. #1, interest rates have gone up. So you may have a lower interest rate than you're going to experience when you sell your home. So you may sell your home and your interest rate's gone up. Now, maybe your interest rate's higher than it is right now, but if your interest rate's lower, interest rates have gone up. So when you buy another place, you're going to experience that spiked interest rate. But the second con is you're probably going to have to make kind of a lateral move. Meaning if your house is, 1,200 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, you're probably going to have to buy a home similar, or even less. Why? Because homes have gotten so expensive. So yes, your house is worth now not 200, but 500. You're going to have to buy a $500,000 home, and that $500,000 home is going to be what? Something just like you have. So it's going to be a lateral move. You're not going to be able to really say, you know what, we have a 2,000, let's buy a 4,000 square foot house. That's not how it works. You're going to move to the same kind of house and really lose your equity. So think about that. So you're going to move to the same side. Now, if you want to move to a different side of town, upgrade where you live, get the same size house in another area, okay, that's up to you. But the truth is, if you do that, you just have to understand it's probably going to be a lateral move. You're going to have the same kind of house in a different area. And sometimes the same house in a different area can be worth twice as much. I live down here just south of Phoenix, and you go north about 20 minutes into a place called Scottsdale, and you're going to see my house worth 3 times as much. So again, the idea is where you live can dictate that. So it's probably going to be a lateral move. So when you go to sell, just understand the pros and cons. You're going to make more money. You certainly can make a profit. Probably going to be a lateral move. So you have to weigh those out before you make that decision. The second thing you can do is just stay put, not do anything. Don't sell, don't buy, just stay. And the value of that, the pro of that, is real estate costs are probably going to continue to rise for the next few years. They're projecting that at least for the next 2 years, we're going to see houses continue to go up. So your housing value is going to continue to go up. So that's one pro of just staying put and staying in the house you have. Another pro is you don't have to move. A lot of people hate the moving process. You can stay right where you are and you don't have to move, and your routines stay the same. You know how long it is to work. So again, if you just stay put, there's nothing upsetting the apple cart. So that's another pro. It's just a less stress to just stay where you are. Now, the cons of just staying put, #1 is you miss out on the buying frenzy. There's a buying frenzy right now. You put your home on the market, you're probably going to have 5 offers right away. 5 people want your place, and you'll get more than you probably list it for. So you can get more money even probably than it's worth right now. So you miss out on that buying frenzy if you just stay put. And another con is usually staying put and not making a move is usually not the option. It's not a great option. I've never found staying put as the best option, because a lot of times you miss opportunity when you stay put and you don't move with what the market's presenting to you. Now, stay put may not mean selling. It could mean another option. And that brings us to our third option, where's refinance. Now, there's some pros and cons to refinancing your home right now. You could refinance your home and suck the equity out of your home. The value is you get to leverage that equity. You get to suck the cash out of your home, use that cash without giving up and making a lateral move and just losing all your equity to move to another house. So you can leverage that cash and stay in the place you have. So you get all that cash and you don't lose it all with a move. The second benefit to doing that, once you get that cash, you can reinvest that in something that produces cash flow. So you can invest that equity into something that produces cash flow. You might even be able to make your mortgage payment. So you could almost eliminate your mortgage payment by refinancing and investing that cash into something that makes money. Yet another pro of the refinance game. Now, there are some cons with refinancing. Number one, interest rates have gone up. By refinancing, you might actually go up in interest rate. If I was to refinance right now, I would jump up about 3 points. That's a lot, 3%. 300 basis points or 3% interest. I'd go from 2.8 to probably 5.8. That's a big spike in interest rate. So by refinancing, I'm going to increase the interest rate I'm most likely going to go under for the new loan. Number two, when you refinance, you're going to be paying interest on that money the day you take it out. Then you have to find an investment. So before it's invested, you're going to have to be paying interest on that money the day you get that cash. And the third con to refinancing is you're only going to get 75% of your equity. So if you have $100,000 in equity, they're only going to give you $75,000. They're not going to give you 100%, because it's just like when you buy a house and you got to put 20% down or a percentage down. They're going to keep a percentage of that in the property to kind of collateralize their loan, but they're going to give you 75% of it. So the other thing is you're not going to be able to leverage 100% of it. As if you sold, you'd be able to leverage 100% of that money. Refinance, you won't. So which one you choose really comes down to what are you trying to do by selling? Are you trying to move to a better house, trying to move to a different part of town? You want to free up money to invest? You want to change the scenery and get a different house? You want a house with a pool? What is the reason you're selling? Because the reason you're selling will dictate the strategy you do. So should I sell my house? It depends on what you want to do. So I always say this. Before you sell your house, the only reason you sell your house is for leverage. So you sell your house to possibly have the leverage to get into a bigger, better house, or have the leverage to invest in real estate. But you always make the decision based on what's going to give me the most leverage to generate revenue and create freedom. So most people don't think that way when they sell a house, because they don't think of their house as it truly is, which is a liability. Robert Kiyosaki really brought this to light in his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, where he said, houses are a liability. They cost you money. Investing is an asset. It makes you money. Anything that costs you money is a liability. Your personal house, your personal residence is a liability. But we can turn that into an asset if we do it the right way. So again, you have to ask yourself, why am I selling? The only purpose to make a real estate move, even in your personal residence, is to generate revenue to create freedom for you. So again, even the house, my wife and I bought our house here in Phoenix. We bought this house because we knew it was in an upswing area. We bought this to generate revenue. Even though it costs us money every month, it is a liability. It's increasing in value, and we're going to leverage that value and capture that value and invest it into real estate through refinance. Which leads me to, what do I think you should do? I believe if you have equity in your home, don't sell it, stay put, refinance the money out and invest it into real estate. And here's why I say that. You might say, Mike, but I have 3%. It's going to go up to 5.5%. I'm going to increase by 2%. So it isn't about the amount of interest you're paying for the money. It's about how much you're going to make on what you invest that money in. Right? So you take, it's costing you 5.5%, but you invested in something that makes you 8.5%. Well, you made 3% on that refinance every single month, and it's not costing you any extra money. So the point is, refinance is for leverage. So when people ask me, should I sell my house? I'm like, no, heck no. Leverage the equity, refinance it out, and then invest it in something that generates revenue. Don't sell your house and just make a lateral move. You wipe out all your equity. There's no reason to do that. And so hold on to your house and refinance and invest in something that produces cash flow. Now, by me telling you to do that if a bunch of people listen to this and apply that information, it's going to make the supply issue even greater. But my point in saying that is I'm trying to protect you and help you generate revenue and create freedom. And by just selling your house, you make a lateral move and you just lose your equity. So instead, refinance that at 75% of that money, get it invested in something that generates revenue to you every single month. Before you leave today, please leave a comment. Are you thinking about selling your home? Where's your home located? I'll give you some thoughts on what I think, but I believe refinancing is your option. So again, put in the comments, let me know where you're from, if you want to sell your own house, and if you're thinking about making a move, I'd love to hear. We love to engage with our viewers. So make sure you drop a comment below. Let me know what you're up to and what you're thinking about making for your next real estate move. And as always, make sure you watch the channel. We have a lot of videos on what's going on in the market, what you should be investing in, and how to make sure you're making the right decisions with a market that's a little bit uncertain. I'll see you in the next video.